Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 8:31, a bit earlier than usual, but I need to get out to get some grub. I am in the city of the tribesmen, the county of herd and chokers, and the town where custard seems to be banned. There's a man over there in Chicago, a good herd and choker, John Curley from Aircourt. I met him a long time ago. Maybe it's time for you, John, come back and set up a custard factory out in Aircourt. Thomas Manning, farmer out there in Ordenmore, assures me that he'll keep you well supplied with fresh cream at all times. So, what about that, Curly? Anyway, we were in, where were we today? We're here last night as well. I didn't get a video up last night because I had car trouble yesterday. Not getting a proper reading on the oil and levels in the car. It was shooting up on the screen that was below minimum, but there was oil in it and there was no dipstick to check it on those BMWs, and I'm not a mechanic. So we made a swap and I had to wait for the time to make the swap, so I had to go to the Galway Plaza, which is about 20 miles out. But in doing so, the man I switched with, I left my reading glasses, which are those in the case that had fallen out of my jacket pocket, and I normally put them on the inside. And he was gone, and he was on the motorway heading for Galway, so I had to follow him, and I got him at the toll, and then I had to go to Ballinasloe to get off the next exit and get back on again and come back into town, and 'twas 9:30. And I hear, and my God, did I need a pint. So I went into Rabbits there, it's across from the Hyatt Hotel where the people are staying. I said I'd shoot in there just for fear they might be in it. And 2 pints of Guinness. Was watching a small bit of the American football. The Steelers was playing. 2 Midland pints of Guinness at $5.60 a pop. The first one was, when I got down beyond 3/4, I knew it wasn't hectic, so I said I'd give them one more chance. And the next one was, he filled it straight up, never allowed to settle at all. They're more chatting among themselves inside the counter, like young bucks, than treating their customers. And I went into the puke-on, or the puck-on, and great stuff at $5.80 a pint. It's not too long ago it was $4.50 and $4.60 and $4.80, and it's creeping up. The next thing it'll be €6. But they were saying, there was a nice band playing, enjoyed it. Didn't have anything to eat though. I had the dinner yesterday in Gus O'Connor's in roast beef in Doolin. They climbed the cliffs. I sat in the car, and today then we were out of Dodge at 9:45 or 10 o'clock. They were slow to traps this morning. They were in the King's Head last night. Some fella bought a shot for John, a shot of whiskey, €45 for a shot. Some guy, a chicken farmer from Antrim, and it's for them at a great time. They were shook this morning. They were shook this evening. They were tired. I think they were going to the Laba for an hour, and they're going out again tonight. So they've got on great since he popped the question, and she said yes. It's all honey and baby and my princess and my baby and my little girl and everything. It's like watching Dallas or listening to Dallas. I don't be watching them. But on the radio, I'm not allowed to sort of turn it up either. Well, I didn't even try today. I was thinking other things. But smashing day, we went to Calmore Abbey and went inside and looked at, they went to the wall gardens. They had a good time there, and we went to Clifton and we had lunch in Griffin's. Again, they hadn't the bacon and cabbage today. They had shepherd's pie. It was grand. Didn't have dessert. And then we done the Skyview Drive out the road, and we went to Spiddle then. The woman had been in Spiddle years ago. She was actually born in Dublin, and she moved to the States a long time ago. But she used to go down on a motorbike 50 years ago, or more than 50 years ago, with her boyfriend from Dublin every weekend for a summer, and they used to go to Spiddle. So the fair spin on a motorbike that time, and the roads the way they were. But when we came through Spiddle, they wanted to get something, some sort of tablets or Tylenol or something in a chemist pharmacy. So they got them. Then we drove down rather than turn left for my Cullen, I said I'd head on and go back through Barna. And then she says, what other street should in Spindle? I said, Shinny, that's it. We're gone through it. Should they going back? I said, no, no going back with me. So plough on and into the city. So I dropped them off there before 6. So I said I might meet them later. So I might have I could do with a sandwich because I had a bit of tea today, but that was at after 1. That's 7 hours ago. It's time to plug it again. We didn't have a winner yesterday. We had a second west of the bridge. Skelton left it a lot to do, I thought. I was only watching it. I didn't see the other race in France. I didn't get time to look at it last night. I don't know what happened there. I thought down in class that would be at least in the first 3. I don't know what happened. Did he make a mistake or what? Or was it bad ground or no idea? But we recovered today to start off the week with a 6-1 winner, Sir Maxey. I was going to write a bit of stuff about it this morning, but I didn't. Because he loves Pontefract. He'd won there before and he was second. 6 furlongs, stiff finish is his cup of tea. And even at the furlong pole, I'd seen he was trading in 20s. But I had good feeling about that horse today at the track. The ex-Irish horse won there, but to the lesser quality race. And if you look at Sir Maxey's horses he was behind, it was a good run the last day behind Ascot and Venture. And it was nothing of that calibre there today. So I'm waffling on a little bit too much at the start. So let's go on to tomorrow. Oh yeah, while I'm at it, newcomers on the bus. Nearly forgot. Leeds FC. Is that Leeds Football Club? Tim Herlihy, Joe from Westmeath, Timmy Eldridge, WRD Bikes. I don't know they're push bikes or motorbikes or what sort of bikes. Tom McLaughlin. And a special best wishes to John Collin. He was in hospital there lately. He said that that the news wasn't good or something. So then I see he left a message that he fell head over heels. It wasn't in love, just fell head over heels across something, and he's in hospital again. He's all I know he's at home, but he's banged up or something. But best wishes, John. You're a good one. Did I lay Benton out? Oh yeah. Fair play to Owen today. He had 4 winners, I think. One of them was a 16-1 shot, and fair play to him. He had a couple of yesterday, Kilbrainy and something else. I've seen. Well done, good lad. And the Riochas waiter had a winner there today, so that's the way to start off the week, taking a few pounds and shoveling it into the wheelbarrow. So let's hope we can continue. Tomorrow we are going to Punchestown. Punchestown's a good 2-day meeting here tomorrow, and I see on Wednesday some of the big guns are out. There's a 6-horse handicap chase. I'll go through tomorrow night if I can get a chance. The last day I spoke about if the handbrake was off, Park of Kings. I was in Roscommon that day. He didn't need to be rousted up too much after the last 2 win. Handbrake was off. He was up £8 for that. The ground was a bit against him. I heard that staying the last they were saying that I heard from some the yard in Roscommon that not to back it. But we'll see it here now with the white hat in the famous JP
Continuing
colours.
to go along in the lead from Don't Do Odds On, who's now almost on terms, and then Pidoyne, Serpillet, Park of Kings right in behind them, and then Go Jill Go. As they arrive at the second last, and Spick and Span's picked off by Don't Do Odds On. Pidoyne in the centre is Serpillet having to change course to the inside. Park of Kings, 4 in a line at the final flight. Park of Kings joins Don't Do Odds On. Serpillet and Pidoyne racing inside the final 150 yards, and it is Park of Kings getting on top close to the running rail as Park of Kings finds his form from Mark Walsh, Paul Nolan putting away.
He opened up 5-2 there this evening, one with his ears pricked, plenty there in the tank. Normally the crack, as I've seen it done through the years, like when they let the handbrake off and it wins, it goes up £8. They leave the handbrake in the off position for the next run to see how good it is, because they'd be thinking if it could run up a few wins that they'd up it in class. So I'd imagine that'll be the play tomorrow. Mark Walsh in the irons again. Better ground there yielding, it'll be okay, even probably better than soft, because by walking the park out of King's Theatre Mayor, better ground to be better there, I think. It opened at 5-2. I had it picked out at the time, but I had no time to change. So what did I do? I said I might stick one with it. Some of them now back at singly, but we can stick it in a double with the horse Starstriker for Qatar Racing and James Ferguson. Qatar aren't harshing in the winners with as much money as them spent on the game. But this started off in the States, ran in Keeneland and Churchill Downs for Wesley Ward. They brought it over here to England. Ran first time out in Windsor and was beaten a nose. Actually crossing the line, I thought it had held on. And Cover Up is rated 77 now, I think. Yeah, 77. It won that day and it was rated just second to Glamorous Breeze then. So rated 77 and we were beaten a nose. And we were in the last day we're rated 69. So £8. So it would seem to be well handicapped. The last day it jumped coming out, Bunny Hop jumped coming out, done a de jour on it. Remember de jour when he done it in the Breeders' Cup? Done something similar. He sort of, it says there, fly jump to start. Yeah, he done a de jour, I'd call it. And Alexi Boyd won handy that day. Well, was the finish of it? No, we don't need to, or do it. Oh, we'll see the other race. Yeah, the day in Windsor. The day we went to Windsor. He was only rated 48 that day. That was first time out. But only beaten a nose by a 77 rated heart. That's not very right.
Stand side in company with Hall Rose. The three over on the far side are in line now. Cover Up, Starstriker. In between them, Make Clear weakens out of it. Flying Kiss next. Maison never looked likely to win. Can Cover Up hold on here from Starstriker in second place? Starstriker and Cover Up, they hit the line together.
He threw his race away, as I was saying at the start the last day. So 9-4 there, whatever. It might be well handicapped. It might suit him the ground better in Southwell than other place. Well, let's see, where are we? There's a horse there that I thought was. Now, I don't want you to do a treble in this. This one, if you want to back it each way, is Intricacy. It's 7-1 and 13-2. It's shorter with 365, but they're mean lately since they stopped guaranteeing the prices the night before. But if you look at the horses he was behind, he won there in Ascot and won snug enough, I thought, that day off 83, was put up £6. He was fourth to Balance Play and third to Greek Order, but Balance Play, and even in that race itself, there was a couple of winners out of it. Through Legend he won, and Balance Play has won since of 95, isn't it? Yeah, won off 95. So he could be still well handicapped of, what did I say, 89. 88 dropped a pound. Zariab there won earlier, but he had two disappointing runs since. Now he has been gelded, and as you know yourself, if he had nothing to carry between if he had nothing heavy to carry between your legs, he'd run fairly fast as well. But he disappointed me. I thought the last year the way he faded at mile 2, he might be better over a mile to Fantasy Believer, and Fantasy Believer actually is a longer shot tomorrow, so they must think that the gelding operation has improved him or what, because Fantasy is short in the market. But I thought, why does he have a video that, yeah, that Greek Order, he was second in the Cambridgeshire. Remember, we noted him with
well down this near side as they run to the final furlong, and Greek Order on the near side has picked up impressively here, just edging across to the outside rail, but he's got a good lead now, and he's looking a decent horse. His Greek Order stretching right away, 4 or 5 legs clear, an exciting performance. Greek Order wins.
Like, if you don't have Greek Order in that race, he's second to a decent, or no, actually the horse that was at second, that was 25-1, but he's ran okay. So that'd be an each way bet, don't do a treble. Now there's one other mention of a horse that handbrake job as well in those same colours as our first selection. Got to Fly. There's a race in this, but as JP does famously say, not today. So it could be today, but you never know. Let's see him watching here. Oh, he's the white cap here towards the back of the field. Watch an eye here.
Mr. McFisto.
He's not off the yard here.
First down the inside, then Braga. Followed over that one by Champagne Vacation. Only one plan now.
He's actually second last there now.
The hill with just one
Third
flight left to take.
White cap.
The new leader as Mr. McFisto goes on. From Braga and Mr. Sundancer, then Champagne Vacation. Say It First, Only One Plan. And Atlantic Wonder is coming home reasonably well. Followed by Kelly Stream. Princess Sophia staying on for the back. Here's the final flight. Mr. McFisto, the leader, is over. From Braga and then Champagne Vacation. Say It First, Atlantic Wonder still staying on. Less than a furlong to go. Mr. McFisto is out in front. From Champagne Vacation and Braga as they climb the hill. Atlantic Wonder is still putting in good late work, but Mr. McFisto is out in front and will hold on to score here. Mr. McFisto from Atlantic Wonder through for second ahead of Braga. Say It First and Glen.
Yeah, just tipped up the road nicely after there. Finished out of the first 10, but there's a race in him. He's up to half a mile tomorrow. Follow the money. If it drifts like a bird, don't back it. As well as that, there's money for a horse that I tipped up in Galway in the bumper one evening. Was it the very last bumper? The 12 pins. It opened 16-1 there earlier, but soft ground went against it the last day. I think we had a double. If I had time to check, I think we put it in a double, and the other one had won. It was 5th, but it had been second the year before and yielding to soft. So the yielding ground tomorrow. It's 16th into 6th as Charlie Mullins is riding it for Willie. He has the favourite, but you wouldn't know what to be going on there. There's a horse there, Royal Hollow, that possibly should have won the last two. I don't know if would he have the toe to go with these. I just said I'd mention it. Do whatever you want yourselves. Now, it's Monday. What happens on a Monday? Might sing an old song. We're going to try this. I could have to abort this now, quick into it, because if I don't get the right, if I go too higher, that I'm banjaxed. Where it began, da 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 da, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, da 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 da, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hand, touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline, bum-bum-bum, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined, lum-bum-bum, to believe they never would, but now I look at the night, da-da-da-da, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, da-da-da-da, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline, da-rum-bum-bum, good times never seem so good. Oh, I've been inclined, da-rum-bum-bum, to believe they never would. Oh, sweet Caroline. Gee, that could turn out cooked melodeon altogether. Bash the bookies over and out. I'm going for Porter.